Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, it's about 12:30 Saturday morning, Friday night, whatever you want to call it. Please excuse. There's no light. That light last time, that was just too bright. Hurt my eyes, and I had to go to work today, obviously, and I got off at 8:30. Got home around whatever time, and I hope you've enjoyed the thumbnails and the quality of videos here lately. Doing my best to try to, again, find my niche, what works for me, what works for y'all, so that the story I'm about to explain so that I can lessen these situations that happen in my life by becoming monetized on YouTube and having extra revenue, so that one day what I make per month will exceed what I've ever made at a job, and I can wake up and not have to deal with this madness. Of course, you really can't escape it, but in regards to just the workplace, it's a different atmosphere of foolishness. So I come into work, and I told you guys, I've already explained this before. I've been through these situations so many times where I've already put myself theoretically and on autopilot, like I'm there but I'm not, and I'm comfortable with it. I've told you guys, and I think I've said it a few times in person at work and to certain people, that I understand that I'm unlikable, and I'm unlikable for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. So when people want to, I've explained it when I watched the TV show Dexter, how I struggle with that little small chit chat, how you doing today, Charles? I struggle engaging with that stuff because I know it's not, I don't want to use the word organic, but it's like it's just something that people do. And again, I'm unapologetic about the fact that I don't care to do it, and it's something that if I had a choice to get rid of it and be more approachable, and I'm more colorful in regards to, even if I knew they were saying something that I didn't care, I could respond in a way of it wouldn't leave a bad taste in their mouth of wanting to speak. So with that being said, I come into work and I'm always really just, especially with this job, I don't really speak to anybody. I just go straight to doing what I need to do in regards to getting my stuff charged and go to the bathroom, take a wash off, brush my teeth, stretch, and do a number of things before I clock in. And I'm already on the clock at 5 o'clock, right? And the one of the managers, or whatever you want to call it, her name is Africa, but we just call her Rika, and she's black. She comes in, you can hear her, talking to everybody, and I had my head down in my phone, and I heard her speak to me, and I just, threw my finger up, "What's up?" And I knew right away when I came into work, I don't like working with Tom, okay? Tom, I think, is probably 22 years old, Caucasian male, And he's the reason I made the video about country kids versus city kids, where I could tell, he's a product of this city life that's so fast paced, and the classes that you take are different than when I went to school. And by the time you're 18 years old, you think you're the CEO of Google, because of all of the different things you may be involved in because you grew up in the city. And when I see Tom, I know Tom, excuse me guys, I'm having to listen to what all these little crackling noises is. Tom comes off to me just as that. You know a lot about nothing. I mean, there are some things that I've touched bases on with him, but for the most part, it's just like, you're one of these people, man. You know, corny jokes. Man, would you believe we had 5 pizzas to make, and the lady didn't even want it because we cut it, in a 6 cut, not squared. Like, I don't give a damn, dude. Like, well, okay, whatever. And when I see him, as soon as I come in, every time I know I'm gonna work with him, I'm like, oh my God, like, I hope he's fucking leaving. I don't want this nigga, like, closing and while I'm here. I got out because what his issue is, and what my issue is inconsistency. Okay, first of all, it already seems weird, not weird, but uncomfortable being corrected by a kid. In my eyes, you're a kid. You could be taller, whatever. In my eyes, you're a kid. When you say certain things or suggest certain things, talking particularly about him, if you're gonna do that, bro, you gotta stay on it at all times. You can't make somebody, hey man, I need you to use the machine, and then you see me going through the rest of the shift when I'm not using the machine, and don't come over there and say, hey man, could you please use the machine? Because what it's gonna do, it's gonna piss me off. But in my eyes, I'm like, okay, well, at least you consistent enough to keep coming over here fucking with me about it. So, I'll go ahead and conform. So I started working, and by the time I started working, here comes Caesar. Caesar is everybody's favorite nigga. I'm gonna say it again. Caesar is everybody's favorite Negro. Okay? This is the same guy I told you was like, Charles, we're gonna go to a football game. No, the fuck we not. No, we not. This is the same guy that is giggling and cuckling up with some chick in the back. And because he's just so, hey, and he's already, and I love when I see this, because if I see it from the people that I don't give a shit about how they feel, these are the ones I like to see it work on. When it's like I remember how it was in the first, hey, what's up, Charles? Put your fist out. What's up, Charles? Yeah, Charles. Oh, Charles. And then I keep track of that and how it diminishes over time, where you don't seek out to do the fist bumps. You don't want to, it's like I gotta, really look at you in the face and be like, what's up, bro? And again, I love that shit because it's all about consistency. What this shows me is that people you begin to get unmasked and unveiled for being somebody who you only doing this shit, bro, because you at work. Like, well, that's when you're supposed to do it. Man, look, that shit, I'm sorry. This is why I said I don't belong in these environments. It's sick. I can't be no manager. If I was, I'd be a damn good one. But I can't conform to, hey man, from now on, tell everybody to wear their masks. We don't want to get anybody sick. So, and another thing, tell everyone to keep their bags over there because, we're just not supposed to have bags right there. Just the most like, yeah, okay, it comes up, comes down from the higher ups, but I'm like, dude, this shit is retarded. Shit is stupid. Like, you come in, you gotta take pictures of stuff, and you basically just like some undercover snitch. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, dude. I can't do that. Sorry. I tell niggas, man, go take your 30-minute break. Go ahead, go actually sit down and not have to worry about getting up and take an order. Hey man, we're not supposed to actually go on break. Why the fuck not? I get it if you only there for 4, but if you there for a whole 8-hour shift, nah, bro, go take you an hour, 30-minute break or something. Not hour and 30 minutes, but like an hour or 30-minute break. You know what I'm saying? Just go sit down and not have to worry about it. We got it. So Caesar come in probably the same time because I think he clocked in when I clocked in. And I'm just somebody, I'm not going to play the game. Like, I'm not. Like, that's just something I'm not built like that. And I've already done all of my, let me continue. So, of course, I don't mind when I come into work, I don't mind flipping dough. It's exhausting, but I don't mind doing it. I've mastered it in something. I'm not mastered it, but I'm to the point where you don't have to come assist me in making the dough. So when Rika jumps on the other side or whatever, and you want to make the dough now, I already get frustrated. If it ain't Griselda, I guess she's from Nigeria, and I didn't have some shit happen with her too. These Nigerian ladies and all this, these black women from other countries and their impatience. You're not gonna snatch nothing. You ain't gonna snatch nothing out my hand, lady. I told y'all, these are the women that have miserable husbands because they dominate everything. It's funny when I pass by the office and I see Griselda. I don't know if this it's alleged because I don't know what actually went down, but I'm thinking like, are you in there crying and stuff like that because you not making enough money here and you want Ed to give you a raise? Like, that's what I put together, just peeking in the office. But she comes over, and then of course, like, I'm doing the saucing, which I like to try to, I do my best. So I want to get a nice, good circle or whatever, of the sauce. And she got her hand out, and I'm in my head like, woman, it's literally 3 seconds. Just wait. Like, I want to make it look nice. And she's like trying to grab it out of my hand, and I'm like, yo, man, every day I come into work, I give everybody at least, I give the shift 3 strikes. If you do 3 things that I'm just like, dog, I'm walking out. I'm gonna quietly just walk out, and whenever you call or what, I've never done this before, but that's how that's what I know I'm ready for, is like, no, this ain't going down because something bad gonna happen to somebody, and it's gonna be a lot worse than being fired from a job. So when at that point, that was already strike, what, 1.5, damn near a foul ball. Coming over there, you you want to do the dough and stuff like that. I'm just like, dude, somebody, once again, I guess these are my country manners kicking in. Well, I'm like, dog, come over here and at least ask somebody, like, are you comfortable right here? Where you want to be at? You want me right here? Or, I don't give a fuck if you are a manager. But this is what I talk about when I say the lack of spirituality amongst people. Especially the black community. Don't even have enough respect, for the job title to come over there and say, hey man, you want to go down over there, or you need some help, or whatever. And that annoys me, because now that I know what I'm doing, I'm like, damn, boy, y'all be moving slow than a bitch. Like, it's like, goddamn, come on. It's not, come on now, let's go. And so that already frustrates me, where I'm like, oh Lord, like, okay, so you want me to bump down, and I guess you want me to put the sauce on it and then put the cheese on it. At that point, you could use a third person, but it's not necessary. Because once the dough maker gets done making all the orders, like putting the dough on the tray, then you're able to come over, sauce, and put the cheese on it and stuff like that with just two people on the line. But for some strange reason today, I come into work, of course, you got the Hispanic lady, and then you got everybody's favorite nigga, Caesar, Rika on the line, Griselda on the line. I'm like, dog, this is way too many people on the fucking line right now. Like, so I'm doing, my usual as far as like clenching my fucking teeth and mouth, like trying to I'm recognizing the dysfunction and the chaotic atmosphere to the point where I'm getting annoyed. Like, oh my God, like, there's too many people on this line. Y'all jumping all over the menu. Like, man, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. And so plan B, outside of just walking out, I'ma just step back. Step back and just stand here. And I know, again, that's gonna piss people off, but it's like, dog, I'm not doing this, man. I'm not playing these games. Call it what you want, immature, whatever. It ain't. Like, I'm boiling on the inside. I feel sick on the inside. And this is where I be coaching myself within, like, dude, like, come on, man, get it together, bro. Get it together, man. Like, stop with the facial expressions and shit. Like, I'm talking to myself because I don't want to act like that. Real talk. I don't want people to see that type of reaction out of me. So, with too many people being online, what that causes you to have to do is now you basically doing one thing and then passing it down and just standing there looking stupid. And I was like, bro, man, this is dumb. And then you got Caesar, everybody's favorite nigga. All right, where we at right there? You need that done right there? All right, I got you. Hey, mama, I got you. Yeah. You need that right. Wait, where we at? We on this one right here. And I'm like, dog, see this motherfucker here? And see, this is where dudes, without me having to ever tell, this is how they know, like, this nigga know I'm doing too damn much. Yeah, you are, bro. Yeah, you are. Because they start to fuck up when they see that I'm, like, not talking, and it's, just a pepperoni pizza, which is, just put the pepperoni on there, that's it. And if they come in like, fuck, man, I thought that said, my bad, Charles, my bad, Charles, man, and then when they see that I don't even respond, like, it again, it's like, as an adult, you start to feel, like, conflicted, like, damn, man, I done came in here fucking up shit. And then, so this the same guy that one day he just these niggas think that they get a taste. They thought they got a taste of my flavor, of the way I just me, right? And so what they try to do, I've seen it, is they try to mimic that and be like, man, I'ma not talk too. Yep, I'ma just be quiet myself, knowing you the loudest motherfucker in the building. But they try to, like a little ass boy, they try to be like they idolize how I behave. Like, man, that nigga is quiet. He do work. And, okay, I'm gonna do that too. I ain't fucking with nobody. Nigga, please. You're like a damn fool. Cause it's so unbeside you to act like that. You're talkative, extroverted. I'm always in a thinking state, so I don't talk much. Cause I'm always thinking on the inside. I'm in my own little world within the world. So I have a reason. And I know people are fucking shallow. How many times, man, I start conversations with people and it takes, like, it's just disgusting. That's why I said I just don't do it. But this the same nigga that try to do some shit like I would do and be like, I was like, hey man, man, I ain't worried about shit in this hole, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? Well, I guess. Whatever. Glad to be your idol. I'm glad to be your idol, bro. Just disgusting, man. Just disgusting. So, at that point, I'm making a pizza. And here come Tom around the corner, right? I'm making an extravaganza. Something that got green peppers on it. So, he comes over there. And he says it in a way of like, and I know these fucks are talking behind the scenes like, I'm just doing my job, I'm just, when I gotta correct you about something, I do it from the book. And that's what makes me want to just knock your teeth out, because I know it's coming from like, it's not from a place of, when I'm telling somebody there's too much cheese on something, it's because all the scenarios of like, yeah, dude, they say we have like a large cheese cost that we got to cut back on cheese and all of that. Like, I don't want that person to be uncomfortable like, damn, I keep messing up. That's why I'm telling you to do that. But you see, Tom, when we're working for 4 or 5 plus hours together and you're not talking to me, you're not bothering me, and shit's getting done, and then you come over there and you just like a drive-by like, hey, Charles, let me just tell you right now, you can take some of those off and just spread that out. That's all I'm saying. Thanks. Like, get the fuck out of my face, you little twit. Like, dude, I don't need that. And as soon as he said it, and it was crazy. It was crazy. Because I was making, it was a pizza that had half something on one side and all of that. And I grabbed, it was like shredded cheese. And immediately, I was locked in. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. This is what I'm talking about. I'm already angry and just kind of, because everybody's just too damn close. Bunched up all over the place. And when I kind of forgot where I was at. When he said what he said, I closed my eyes like, here we go. And so, right as he said, hey, Charles, like, he said something to me right when I was releasing the cheese out of my hand. And it was only supposed to be on the left side. And I was like, God fucking damn it, bro. Right when you said something, it's almost like a record player that you bumped into. Like, that's what it felt like, a record player that you bumped into and caused the track to skip. And he was like, what's wrong with this one? And it took a while, but he was like, what's wrong with this pizza? And I was like, bro, I messed up. As soon as you told me something, I fucked up. I was in the groove of making it. As soon as you said something, that shit threw me off and I put it over the whole pizza. That is a genuine, professional nice way of saying it. Like, bro, your presence, like, you're fucking me up. So that will make a person feel bad. Now y'all see the workplace is not cut out, because it's like you're getting life lessons dealing with me real quick and straight to the point. And I'm a spiritual person, so it hits you right there in your heart. Like, damn, I can see how, because I did kind of come over here and say something to him, and you know, he did look like he glitched out, and he seems to do that a lot when I come around fucking with him. Yeah, bro. But then you see times when it ain't got nothing to do with work that we can sit and we converse back and forth, you know, chit chat and whatever. So what should that tell you? When I'm in this little theory, when I'm in the kitchen cooking, leave me the fuck alone, bro. I put myself through a lot of mental gymnastics to learn how to do shit the right way, consistently, so that I'm one less person you got to think about when it's time to make cuts and do all this other shit, because ain't nobody producing. I done told your knuckleheaded ass that I've been in the restaurant business pretty much my whole adult life. But again, at 18 years old, you probably the head of the Boy Scout group or some shit like that, and you think again that you didn't got the whole dynamic between your communication skills or whatever. You think that shit is on top tier or something like that, enough to come fucking with me. And again, I always got evidence. I always got, how these kids say now, I got receipts. See, when you come over and say, Charles, man, you know, I don't know why Ed talks so much shit about you, man. You always do what I ask you. I got that card in my pocket. I got the card of, yeah, Charles, that's a beautiful pepperoni pizza, Charles. So when you come and tell me, Charles, are you counting the pepperonis? I got that card in my back pocket too. You see, you motherfuckers are inconsistent that y'all don't even remember the last time y'all complimented something that now you complaining about. That lets me know your ego is constantly in full throttle of trying to be right all the time. Trying to give Ed or whoever a reason. So why you like, oh man, this was such a hard day. It's only hard because you're doing too goddamn much. I'm just trying to do my job. Yeah, no, you know you're not. You're trying to be on top of all things at all times, and it don't work like that, Jack. You look like a fool. You making mistakes like a fool, and you're slowing down productivity. So when he comes over there and tells me that, that's what happened. Fucked up a pizza. So now I'm basically, Caesar done bought his black ass over there. So it's just, again, like 5 people online, way too much. You got Rico over here trying to make timed orders, which means these orders are going to be placed at a specific time, either for delivery or carry out. So she's trying to get ahead of the game. We got like 15 pizzas of this and 15 of that or whatever, and she's like, Charles, you can start working on that one right there. And now see, this is where the problem lies with that, because she just got to the point where there was nothing on the screen to actually do, but you just can't help it. Now, this is what I mean by the disgusting nature within my quote-unquote community of black people. I don't really see this amongst other races, where the woman is nagging and fucking with the guys. I don't really see that from other races. But see, there's something on the inside of you that wants to manifest itself, and it makes you an ugly person. Physically, you look like you weigh about 90 pounds, maybe 80 pounds. Seriously? You might have something latched on to you demonic that comes out around somebody like myself. I made that video saying I hate niggas. I made the other video saying it's usually your own kind that get in your way. Usually. So she's like, Charles, you can work on that. And I'm like, work on what? What the fuck is on the screen? I don't see orders. Oh, it's those orders. They're getting ready to come up. You can start like saucing them and topping them. I'm like, dog, you doing too much. You doing too much. And I'm like, bro, just start it. You know, just start. So I started doing, you know, and of course she complained about you need to pass them down instead of like letting them pile up. You can like help her and like so they're not just piling up. And I'm like in my head like, dude, it's Griselda, like, and they're all they are just pepperoni. It's Griselda. She's gonna trust me. She's okay. But outwardly, I'm like, oh boy, I'm getting ready to walk out. So, when she says that, mind you, you know, more evidence where Tom, on another occasion, had told me to use the machine. And Rika was the one with the sauce. I mean, on this particular day, she was, like, dare I say, in her place. She came in, just jumped right in where she could fit in. I'm making dough. She's saucing and putting cheese on it. And all I'm doing is passing down the dough, going straight down the fucking list. I'm not doing invisible orders. I'm not doing timed orders. If it ain't an order, I'm not doing it. Period. So that she started that shit. And when she started that, I think it got to a point, like, again, I just pulled back. I was like, it's too much going on, bro. You trying to do 35 pizzas, like literally 35 pizzas before they even pop up on the screen so you can shave off a few seconds or something. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not doing this clown ass shit. So, she turns around, you know, of course, like, Charles, you can do this. You can do, Charles. You can, you know, just can't help to see me standing there for reasons that she knows. Like, he probably frustrated. Like, he probably knows too many people online and we all over the place. But I'm the manager and I have to just... Now, see, there's a little caveat to this because I think the last chick, Lisa, I haven't seen her in a while. I think she quit because of Africa. You know, saying like, damn man, like she just be telling everybody to do shit like she like do something yourself, bitch. Like, why the fuck you trying to make everybody else do everything? So I got that in my back pocket as well. Like, hey, chick, look. Niggas is quitting because of your ass. Like, don't get out my damn face. So, it took a while where, I was hot, man. I was hot. And it came a time where I put a pizza on the thing and she was like, Charles, do you need a break or something? Do you need something? Because your attitude right now is... And I thought to myself, like, I, you know, just stopped and closed my eyes and thought, I was like, yeah, give me 5 minutes. Yeah, I'll take 5 minutes. Just like that. That's how I said it. And she was like, okay, the attitude is not needed, okay? And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, chick? All I did was take a deep sigh and say, yeah, I'll take the 5 minute break. I need the 5 minute break. That's what I said. I didn't raise my voice or nothing because by that point, I was still kind of in control. So when I said, yeah, I'll take that 5 minute break, she just started talking about I gave her attitude and the way I said it and we don't need to roll our eyes and all that. Again, chick, you are a kid. So all that shit going through my head, and I passed up Ed and was like, yo, Ed, I'm going to the restroom. I'm gonna take 5 minutes, bro. I gotta get my mind right. For real. I gotta get my mind right. And he was like, bro, what is going on? And I didn't even respond to him. Because I already know, man, when people tell stories, they're not going to tell the entire story. It's... All I asked him was, did he need a break? And he just yelled at me. God, you a fucking liar. You dumb hoe. You're a liar. I've told this story probably since the day I was able to. When people tell stories, they're not gonna stay where they were wrong. And so that's really why I didn't even bother to tell that nigga, like, man, I'm going to the bathroom, bro. I need 5 minutes. Some bullshit. So I come back out, and I come back to the line, and look here, I already know what was said. But you see what's so fucked up? And I heard it in that bitch voice when I had told her, like, oh, I need another pizza, whatever. She was like, just put the receipt right there. See, this is so weird in so many ways, because I told y'all, I used to have the only girl in high school that I treated like how y'all here I'm treating this chick. She ended up having a crush on me. All it took was me to walk up to her and was like, yo, man, people talking about you don't like me. What the fuck do I... And she was like, you talk about people too much. And I said, well, is what I'm saying true or false? And she just laughed and was like, well, I guess it was true. Exactly, fool. And banged her and all, like, but that was the way she tried to show, like, I don't like him. So I could see that from Rika, same thing. Like, you could tell she just like, this nigga is just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what did I do to you? But then you're conflicted with, like, am I like why does this keep happening to me? Why do people keep quitting their jobs and like stuff like that? Like, what am I doing? And you watch me from afar just like any other woman do, and you be like, man, this nigga ain't really doing, like, where does the attitude come from? He's in the office minding his business, playing his game. He goes outside, smokes, comes back in, eat, gets on the clock, whatever, he's not causing any ruckus. So why, when I ask him to do something, is he getting pissed off? And that is for you to figure out, not me. Because if I was to tell you, it'll be a life lesson. You got a fucked up spirit. There's some fucked up going on inside of you, and it manifests itself when you in this workplace as a ugly bitch. Pretty much. As a physically ugly bitch. Like, when I say physical, meaning whatever's in you, it just makes everything about you on the outside like, oh, this girl, bro. I've already broke you like a wild horse, because there have been days where I've been able to put up with your shit. And you got the courage to listen to this, y'all. You got the courage. Look here. This shit don't even happen. There's a guy that came in the store one day or something like that, and long story short, that nigga come back in because I was the one that took care of this dude. I ain't seen this shit happen since the day I put in my application, where the dude come back in and was like, yo, who do I get this $20 to? I want to tip y'all. And he looking around like, if I get this to y'all, do y'all split it? And I had already knew deep down, like, yeah, that's because of me. I already knew it. I said something, I don't even remember what I said. That's part of being saintly. You don't even remember your good deeds. You just know, like, that's because of me. And on this particular day, this hoe had the nerve to put whatever, when she split it, I feel something in my back pocket. Like, what the fuck is that? She's putting the money in my back pocket. Now, look at here, y'all. Was I supposed to call HR and say, man, I was sexually assaulted? Is that what I was supposed to do? Or was I supposed to just play that shit off like, you just walked in a lion's den and you with steak draws on and just attempted to pet me. And did I bite you? No. So what does that tell you? If we was in a relationship, I would tell you, do you notice the pattern where when you're acting this way, I normally don't, respond so negatively according to you. But when you do this thing, then I'm like, now what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you stupid? So that's what I mean by she's already been broken. There have been times where she could talk to me, she could touch me and do all that, and I don't trip. But it's not till you start doing all this other shit that get me to the point of like, dog, you really got something wrong with you, dog. And once again, I always say this, there's never a job for me or anybody where you're not gonna have just perfect harmony. You might have a problem with this one person. Next thing you know, they leave or something like that. There's gonna be somebody to replace that asshole. I'm coming up on 40 minutes, man. I'm gonna make a part 2. Like the video, comment on the video, and I'm gonna be right back.